You know, in the U.S. How easy it can be to take over an entire jail. Stop. Everybody in here is locked down through this. Yes, everybody's locked down in here. Hi, ma'am. Look, for real, this one's a lot. Today's case happened in Greeley, Colorado. On the 19th of February 2023, Officer Wilson with the Greeley Police Department was out on duty when he caught 8-year-old Patricia Rodriguez shoplifting inside a store. A search of her bag turned up about $700 worth of stolen items. So he arrested her and started the standard questions. I'm looking at a photo right now. And honestly, it doesn't look like you. Just so you know, giving me a fake name is illegal. That's me. I don't have a warrant, that's me. But like, I just have short hair now. Focus. What are you wearing in the photo? I can't even remember. I think a white Nike t-shirt. So that's you in the picture? I can see the facial features don't match. It's not you, though. It's supposed to be you. So you're using someone else's identity? No, I promise you that's me. But I did steal. I did. And I'll take responsibility for that, but this is a felony. I'm not trying to. I'm telling you, that's me, okay? But you don't know your social or how old you are. I'm 45. What's your license number? She's like, I can't even tell you that either. I'm like, we're probably taking her to county. It's not her. It's not her. Right there, she gave the officer a fake name. When he ran it in the system, the person in the photo looks and age didn't match the suspect at all. And even so, Patricia kept a straight face and kept Bulge Times ting. So what can you do? The officer could only take her to the county jail. They'd book her, fingerprint her, and pull her real info. Can I take this off? I'm panicking so bad. And this, it feels like something's pressing on my chest. Can I take the seatbelt off? Don't tighten it, okay? Watch your head. She told the officer she was claustrophobic and couldn't stay in the patrol car. But with a woman who hadn't told the truth once, there's no way he was buying it. No arguing, he just took her in. Straight to jail. But what the officer didn't know was, this arrest was about to lead to something completely insane. After they got to the jail parking lot, because of the jail's no guns inside rule, meant to prevent riots and gun grabs, any officer going in has to secure their weapons first. That means unloading and locking them up. So Officer Wilson did exactly that. He put all his weapons in the trunk. And you can see it here. He also had a rifle stored back there. During all this, Patricia looked calm, but she was watching every move he made. Once the weapons were secured, the officer went to get her out. But the second he opened the door, he saw these bright red pants swinging right in front of him. He's probably thinking, what is she doing? Trying to flirt her way out? And then, next second, he froze. Stop. 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 She's got a gun. The officer was stunned. He popped the trunk to check, and his handgun was gone. Like, are you kidding me? She just took over. Unit 4, 17. The female just slipped her cuffs and reached for a gun. Let me help you, please. He immediately called it in to dispatch. Patricia, holding the gun, ordered him to unlock her handcuffs. Then she demanded he drive her out of there. He wasn't about to. So he ran. No choice. That meant Patricia had to figure it out herself. And in a moment like this, man, a magic toolbox would be nice. Handcuffs? You'd have them off in seconds. Female has a unintelligible. She's uncooperative. She's got a gun. Because the back seat has child locks, safety locks, she couldn't get the door open right away. The officer used that time to move into the jail's booking area and told co-workers to immediately lock down every gate and door. At that moment, nobody realized just how absurd this was yet. She has a gun, lock it down in there. Please, she has a gun, lock it down in there. Sally port is clear. I'm out of the Sally port. And she has a handgun. She has a gun. Hey, she has a gun. That is not a taser, back up. She has my handgun. This is not a taser situation. To be fair, most of these officers had never seen someone walk into a jail with a gun ever. After Wilson yelled, "She's got a gun," like 20 times, everyone finally snapped out of it. Suspect has a gun. We're in trouble. Any ideas about hero plays went out the window. They fully locked down the jail. How bad was it? In the holding and booking area alone, there were about 100 plus officers and detainees, and nobody in that area had weapons. So where were the weapons? Exactly. In the patrol cars out in the parking lot where she was, and in the armory connected to that corridor. So at that point, Patricia, by herself, had access to more weapons than all the officers inside combined. And because the jail uses a double-door control system, the only way out for anyone inside was through the exact area she controlled. So yeah, it's safe to say, one woman basically held the whole jail hostage. Everybody in here is locked down. Yes, everybody's locked down in here. If she comes out, I don't want to go in there. I don't even know what we need. I think we need those guys out there, with everyone inside effectively trapped. Jail staff could only pull a handful of officers at the front entrance to try to stop her. Are you ready to go in? Shut. Drop the gun. Put your hands up, force will be used against you. She ignored every command. No reaction. Instead, she put the gun to her own head, right in front of everyone. She smashed the rear window, crawled out, and then took over another patrol car. Under U.S. use of force policy. When a suspect is pointing a gun at themselves, not at officers or the public, even if they've basically taken a county jail hostage, it still gets treated as a mental health crisis, suicide attempt situation, meaning officers can't just escalate force. So as outrageous as she was acting, they didn't have many good options. They were basically stuck. And everybody knows, jail gates aren't exactly indestructible. To stop her from driving out, they used several patrol cars to block the exit completely. Put your hands up, she's got a gun to her head. She's got the gun to her head. Get the gun away from your head. She claimed her claustrophobia was acting up, and she was extremely agitated, like she might fire at any second. So to be safe, officers backed up and started trying to talk her down. Back up, back up. Back up, back up, toward. Let's go, buddy. I want 3, and I'll, unintelligible, open the door. What's your name? Where do you think you're gonna go? Open the door. We're not gonna open the door. After about 20 minutes of this standoff, she still wasn't calming down at all. SWAT was on the way. And compared to her, the inmates inside the jail were basically acting like kittens. So for safety, they started releasing everyone, moving them to a secure area. She's got a unintelligible. Come on. Quickly, please, as fast as you can. That way. Just be cool with me for the walk, okay? I appreciate it. Thank you. I appreciate it. About 30 minutes in, once everyone had been moved, SWAT arrived and took over the scene. At the same time, an off-duty negotiator showed up, planning to talk her down and get the weapon surrendered peacefully. My name is Rita. I'm with the sheriff's office. Let me help you get out of here today, ma'am. I need you to step out of the car with nothing in your hands. I want to make sure you're safe. I'm going to leave for unintelligible, and we're gonna start talking, all right? Honestly, I could do this job too. After the usual standard script didn't work, Patricia didn't even acknowledge her. The negotiator basically decided, all right, I'm done, and went back to being off duty. After another 20 minutes of stalling, Patricia suddenly made a request. Get out of the car so we can talk. What kind of cigarette do you want? Dude, can you search the building, see if we can find cigarettes? We've got cigarettes. Yeah, we're just trying to figure out which one's unintelligible. Well, look at that, an opening. An officer ran to a car and grabbed a pack. He was getting ready to toss it over to her. But then... All right, cool, we've got cigarettes right out here. Marlboro Reds. Marlboro Reds. All right, we're gonna throw it as best we can. I don't even know how well cigarettes throw. There's a reason I'm not a baseball player. So, that toss was way off. Like a soccer shot that sails into the parking lot. No idea if he did it on purpose, but it actually worked out. She got out of the car to go pick up the cigarettes. That's a serious nicotine habit. And right then, an officer suddenly fired a beanbag round. What's up? We're trying to Unintelligible. Radio chatter. The round hit the door. It startled her badly. She jumped back into the car and grabbed the gun. Now it looked like things could escalate fast. So the commander ordered chemical agents, tear gas. Okay, hang tight. Let's go on the other side. Cars on turn, the car on what? If this were a normal car, she might have been forced out pretty quickly. But she wasn't in a normal car, she hijacked a patrol car. So, she just reached around inside and found a police gas mask. Meanwhile, officers outside were choking tears and snot everywhere, and she was totally fine. Ma'am, I still want to work with you on this. This isn't going well if you keep doing that. Step out of the vehicle. Ma'am, please get out of the vehicle. I'm begging you. They're going to keep using force until you cooperate. Please, I want to get you that cigarette. Gun away from your head. Ma'am, please don't hurt yourself. Then officers tossed her a phone, hoping she'd talk, or call whoever she wanted to call. They also offered her a lit cigarette, trying to pull her attention off the gun. At the same time, 2 armored tactical vehicles moved in, covered by flashbangs and tear gas, closing in from front and back. Last time we did this, I did what I said I'd do. I told you I'd throw you the cigarette, and I did. Ma'am, look. Operation successful. Operation successful. Patricia was fully pinned in. SWAT swarmed in all at once. They rushed into the parking lot and surrounded her. I've got chills. We got the Bearcat, but Patricia snapped back into it. She put the gun back to her own head and tried to run again. Unlucky for her, it was already past quitting time, and the officers who didn't want overtime were out of patience. Non-lethal grenades and rounds started flying. Hammering the car and the area around her. Not gonna lie, she was tough. She ate dozens of beanbag hits, plus the tear gas, and still kept moving. She even kept asking officers for cigarettes. That nicotine addiction was no joke. After about 2.5 hours, one officer fired a beanbag round and shattered the patrol car window. Then, a wave of more, less lethal munitions poured right back in. Finally, she couldn't take it anymore. She chose to surrender. At that point, a K-9 officer named Terry, who'd been waiting for 2 hours, went in immediately. He was the first to get hands on her and make the arrest. Big credit where it's due. Ow. After that, officers took her into custody and provided emergency medical care. And since the incident happened at the jail, she was booked right back into the same facility. Later, during questioning, Patricia denied she was trying to take over the county jail. She claimed it was just claustrophobia, and she only wanted a cigarette. She even said she had feelings for the jail. When I was 16, I got arrested at 17. I went to prison, and I did 15 years. Until I was 32, you know? Yeah, she basically grew up behind bars. Feelings for the jail makes a weird kind of sense. In the end, she was charged with second-degree kidnapping, criminal mischief, property damage, weapons charges, and stealing a police vehicle, multiple felonies. Her defense attorney argued she had mental illness and asked the judge for leniency. But because the facts were so severe, taking over the entire jail, the judge decided to go heavier. She was sentenced to 19 years in prison, with parole eligibility in 2023. After the case, Officer Wilson, the arresting officer, was recognized for professional handling of the incident. He received a commendation, and K-9 Officer Terry, for helping take the suspect into custody, was also formally praised by the department. He got his own recognition as well. After all of this, the Larimer County law enforcement system announced a $10 million budget to upgrade patrol cars and improve jail security, separation facilities. And that's where this case ends. So what do you think? Was it because Patricia was just that extreme, or because the local system's management was a mess? Drop your thoughts in the comments. All right, that's it for today's case. Appreciate you supporting the channel.